Alrighty. Morning, folk. Morning. Move this over here. Move this right here. All right. All right. How's everyone doing today? How's everyone doing? Should I turn this lamp on? Let's see. Sure. How's everyone doing today? No, I don't want the light on. Turning it back off. Bright enough in here. All right, we got F1C today, folks. We got FOMC. Good morning, Vu. Good morning, Vu. You know, I miss the old days when we had like 20 to 30 people in the live streams. That was nice. That was nice. Got myself a little bubbly for the morning. All right. Morning, WFS. How's everyone doing though? We got FOMC later. Again, I wouldn't have been running the algos last night. Left it on sim account. Couple losses. Morning, Mayan. Yeah, we don't want to run algos generally before FOMC, CPI. Market just tends to be a little bit choppier. Maybe we can see this from here. I mean, still a good range, but it is choppier, right? But we had 1 win and then 3 loss. So 2R, down 2R. But yeah, only manually trading today. That's smart. Very smart. So again, I say that pretty much every news event we have like that. I try to remind people, but the KISS strategy doesn't trade till 10, so 10ish. I mean, you can trade KISS pretty much whenever. It's still, you want to be more careful. FOMC days are actually fairly well, usually. But I would say you still want to be careful on like CPI days or days where Trump is speaking in the, you know, stuff like that, right? But yeah, so overall, still pretty good. Still good, so good. I'm super pumped about that. Got 6 spots remaining for that group as well. Also, guys, if you guys could give me some help really quick. I published a website last night. Okay. Sending the link in the chat. Let me know your thoughts. So click on the link. It's just kind of a little funnel to get people from Twitter or whatever little information, and they can join the Discord from there. So let me know your thoughts on it, okay? Vu says, wouldn't it be safe? Would it be safe to say that not to trade on days of thread folder? Well, there's so many days of thread folder you'd be skipping most days, so I wouldn't do that. This week, that means you wouldn't trade Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Next week, you wouldn't trade at all. Week after that, you'd only trade Monday, Friday. Mine, the website's fire. Glad to hear. Thanks for your opinion. Thanks for your opinion there. I made it myself. Made it myself. Gives the vibe of Take Profit Trader homepage. Let me look it up. Okay. I can see the vibe there. Sick. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Took me a few hours. But no, that's good. Thanks for the feedback there. Took me a little while to figure out how to get the domain and hook it up to the website and stuff like that, but Ben codes the algos. Let's just say I had some AI help with this. Okay. But yeah, I appreciate it, guys. Appreciate it. Market's open, by the way. We got 10 other people in here, so I mean, if you guys wouldn't mind, let me know your thoughts on that website. Link above in the chat. But with FOMC later, guys, I'm not expecting too much for the morning, so we'll see how it goes. But that would have taken me months. Yeah, probably would have taken me months as well without some help with the AI assistance. But yeah, thanks for the feedback from the two of you. Appreciate it. Yeah, so not too many trades overnight. I mean, down to R. Yesterday wasn't terrible either. We had some, I think we were up 1R. I think we were up 1R, and then on the open, this is why you can't trust historical data as much. This trade, I believe, was a win because it actually got entered here for a short and it won here, so that on live time this was a win and this was a win, so can't fully trust historical there. So these were wins on the open. I think it brought us to up like 3R yesterday, which you could have shut it down at that point. Yeah, these settings are just 1-to-1. They've been in the back testing chat for a while. I think they're on the WAP too, but if you go to the back testing chat, I have screenshots in there. If you scroll up like a tiny bit. Yeah, I mean, these have been doing fairly well, I gotta say. Every morning I've been waking up lately, I'm up like 1 to 3R most days in the morning, so. The lines? These are swing points marked out. Swing highs, swing lows, right? I think this was actually something we back tested on Monday. Let's check it out. Forgot about this. One win, one loss. One win, one loss. One win, 2 wins, and a loss. So this is net up 1R overnight. This is what we back tested on Monday. That's up 1R overnight. So yesterday, 1 win, 1 loss, 2 loss, 3 loss. Yesterday got burnt a little bit for sure. I was gonna pull up the 5-minute chart though, because we originally built these settings kind of for the 5-minute. How volatile it was at the start of the year, and I had it just like this, so I'll uncheck these for now. I mean, I remember though, about a year ago, we had like 30 people in the live stream every morning. A lot of chatter. We need to get back. You guys got to help me figure out how to get back to 30 people in here. It was when I was using the L2 azimuth a little bit. Wonder where all those people went. You know what I'm saying? Wonder where all those people went. All right, we got a win on the 5-minute there last night. Yesterday, 1 win, 2 win, 3 win, 4 win, loss. So pretty good yesterday. Gotta say, pretty nice. Then this was this Monday? We had a loss, a win, and that was it. I mean, pretty solid this week. The 5-minute chart. We talked about this on not the last, on this past backtesting, but the one before that. So alrighty though, guys, I'm expecting bullishness again today. We'll see, but you know, looking at the higher time frames, I'm leaning a little bit bullish. So although we already took out pretty much all the weekly objectives in my opinion, so ASML ripped up overnight, or I think that earnings. Micron up at 430, bro. Holy cow. I bought Micron MU, guys, at 180, I believe it is. Yeah, $180 back in, I don't even know, middle of the year last year, middle end of the year. I'm up 130% on it. Sad thing is, I never added that much in. I only put about $3,000 into it. Only put about 3K into the stock. So I'm up 140% now on 3K. And I haven't added in because it's just been ripping. And I don't think I want to add in right now. Silver is ripping back up. Let's check on NVIDIA. CR, I know a lot of people who mainly trade iFVGs, different groups. Spread the word, drop a link. Appreciate it. Don't spam other discords though. People don't like that. NVIDIA's up in the 190s again. Palantir's been dropping. Palantir 163. AMD 256. I think Palantir's just kind of taken a little bit of a settle down. Cause it's been doing pretty well for a while, but let's check on Tesla. Apple down quite a bit this morning. Interesting. Okay. Focus here. Big SMT with YM, NQ, and ES2. As well as, there's a bigger bearish SMT as well. Yeah, we've been ripping all week though. I mean, I was expecting bullishness this week, but I mean, we've taken out all the targets already. I mean, we've moved 770 points this week so far. I mean, that's a lot. So this could be a trade. This 5-minute closes potentially. If it closes all the way up here, that'd be bad. But also, guys, again, doing a new algo, new mentorship. Average payout per year is 130K in payouts per year, all proven by data. All data. So if you like numbers, you like the strategy. But waitlist is in the description. So, and if you have questions about it, ask in here, can respond. Message me personally. Happy to have you. Yeah, but this most likely would be a trade here if we get it. So iFVG it basically needs to sweep a swing point recently. Like this swept out this low, and we have a fair value gap. This would likely take this trade if all the other criteria we have in the settings is met, right? Yeah, you could use that, man. I just chose, the only reason I chose Tradeify was because they have instant funding, right? So that's just how I wanted to run the numbers, was based on the 6K drawdown, which Apex, you know, pretty much same or a little more with the 300Ks. But I only did it because of the instant funding. So if the accounts were to blow, I would instantly be able to buy an account the next day. But from my testing, you know, you only blow accounts from, I would say, 2 to 4 times a year, right? So it's not often you're blowing accounts. And people are going to be saying, well, why are you going to be promoting something that would sell and you'd blow an account? It's like, well, you blow 4 accounts a year, 4 sets of accounts, whatever. You're getting a lot of payouts on average per year. You're off putting that expense by a lot. So last year, just with the Tradeify accounts, which are $500 a piece, right? It's 160K in payouts I calculated, roughly, okay? And about 10K expenses. So a lot of profit. There's that 5-minute iFVG entry. See how that does this TP. I think the TP makes sense, so we'll see. Nice big stop. Let it breathe a little bit. And I am overall bullish. So Vu says I have 300K PA account. Yeah, I mean, you can use that. You just have to make sure, because the strategy is negative RR, right? And Apex has some funky rules with some negative RR kind of strategies. Like you can only lose X amount per day on some, like, you got to really look into the rules before you start using Apex. I mean, my top firms are still Tradeify. They have instant funding, or you could just get the regular non-instant funding accounts, pass them in a day for a lot cheaper, right? You can do that too. Top Step, same thing. Just, I mean, trade Asia session and then trade New York session the next whatever. Pretty much, or Asia session, pretty much 1 day pass. But pass those, right? Great. Or Lucid trading has instant funding, payout super fast. You can do the quick pass. A lot of other options, you know what I'm saying? So just be careful. Just be careful. And I'm going to show people too in the mentorship part. I'm obviously showing people how the strategy trades, but you're going to understand the core strategy. And what I mean by that is you're going to understand obviously how the algo, how everything trades, but understand the core, you're gonna be able to use it in different ways. So you understand the core strategy, you can modify it in small ways to potentially have it work much better for you, have it work much better for certain accounts that you want to use. Maybe instead of entering and risking only 500 or only $1,000 on a trade, you want to scale into that to make more. I mean, there's a lot of ways to have it really make you more potentially, right? Everything I back tested is like hard coded black and white. It's there or it's not. It's super simple so that I could have it coded with an algorithm. So all the data you're seeing is pretty much exactly how I expect the algo to perform. It's black and white. It's there, it's not. So yeah. Yeah, you can run on multiple props too. Obviously you want to start with one prop, try and get a payout. And again, it may take a while to get a payout still because it's slow, steady payouts over the year. We're not rushing and trying to get a payout first week. Okay. Once you get a payout, you can scale with other firms. But don't go spend 10 grand and get 40 accounts, right? Not looking too hot here, fellas. This 5 minute. I was thinking this might trade, but I think would have had to inverse here. I believe. What are these settings on actually? Yeah. Yeah, so it would have had to inverse this, not this one. Yeah, but I mean, DM me if you're interested in the new mentorship and aren't signed up yet. Happy to chat about it. All right, we'll see. We'll probably just have to see how 10 a.m. closes. Go from there, but I'm not expecting much again from today. It's probably just more of a let's see how FOMC plays out, right? Okay. Yeah, not much else here, guys. We'll have to just chill out and see what develops here. Micron hit 435. I wonder how iFVG would look on silver. We're in a long here, by the way, on just the regular old 1 minute settings that we've been using. Kind of interested though, how it would look on a silver chart. What would it be under? let's just load up same kind of settings over here. See if it does anything. We'll have to change the fair value gap size actually. What is this gap size? 0.2. Let's uncheck the impulse move. Long's working out pretty good over here too. Okay, let's change some more. Have that unchecked. This might have to be, I don't know, lower. Okay. I'm testing. I'm testing. What would I change? Let's see. Interesting. Nothing. 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 I'll have to play with this some more later. Okay. The song's getting close to the TP. All right. Probably, I'd like to see a little bit of a pullback and then continuation long, but we'll see how these trades kind of finish up, and we'll go from there. Keep clicking off of this. Okay.
Order filled.
Got real close to the TP there, guys.
Order filled. Well, guys, I think we'll call it. These trades aren't over. They're not looking too hot. I think they'll lose. So that is okay, right? We're waiting for FOMC later anyway. So all good. We'll call it here. Thank you all for joining. Enjoy the rest of your day. And I'll see everyone tomorrow, most likely for a live. So thanks for joining, guys. Have a great rest of your day. See you later.